Welcome, dear viewers, to another dazzling and unforgettable story here on Mr. Magazine, the heart of celebrity tales where glamour meets emotion, and truth shines brighter than the flash of 1,000 cameras. Tonight, we take you on a journey beyond the glittering screens and cinematic spotlights, into a love story that unfolded before the eyes of the world at the most prestigious stage of cinema, the Cannes Film Festival. But this time, Cannes was not just a celebration of film, it was the birthplace of a revelation, a moment where two Turkish stars transformed whispers of rumor into the poetry of truth. As the crimson carpet stretched endlessly under the golden Riviera sun, Demet Özdemir and Çağatay Ulusoy became the epicenter of all eyes, all cameras, and all hearts. What began as subtle glances soon erupted into one of the most talked-about romantic revelations of the year. The evening began as every Cannes premiere does, with elegance, flashlights, and the symphony of clicking shutters. But amid the crowd of international icons, a familiar pair emerged from the dazzling line of luxury cars. Demet Özdemir, radiant in an ethereal white gown that seemed to float upon her as if spun from starlight, walked beside Çağatay Ulusoy, whose tailored black tuxedo carried a quiet confidence that mirrored his calm smile. At first, they maintained their distance, professional, poised, unassuming. Yet something invisible bridged the space between them. A glance. A smile. A moment of truth. The crowd sensed it before the words were ever spoken. The chemistry between them was not something to be denied, it was a presence that lingered in the air, tangible and irresistible. The press shouted questions, flashes ignited like lightning, and then, the moment that would echo across the globe arrived. Çağatay turned toward the cameras, his expression both gentle and fearless, and said the words that silenced the world for a heartbeat. "Yes, we are together." It was simple, honest, and seismic. Cannes, the temple of cinema, suddenly became the cathedral of love. A soft hush fell over the crowd. Then, beside him, Demet Özdemir smiled, a smile that spoke more than any script could ever write. Her voice, trembling with emotion yet steady with truth, carried through the sea of journalists. "There's no point in hiding it anymore," she said tenderly. "We've been feeling this for a long time, and we're very happy." Her words painted the air with sincerity. It wasn't a publicity stunt, nor a cinematic act. It was real. Two souls who had found each other amid the chaos of fame decided to stop pretending. And in that instant, the red carpet, usually a place of performances, became the most authentic stage of all. According to sources close to the pair, this affection had been growing quietly for months. Their connection began at a private gathering through a mutual friend, long before Cannes, long before the world knew. What began as friendship evolved, slowly and beautifully, into something deeper, a bond that refused to remain behind closed doors. Friends reveal that the spark between them first ignited during an international film collaboration, where they shared long hours on set, distant cities, and stories under moonlit skies. Away from the gaze of tabloids, they found something rare, a sanctuary in each other's company. Still, fame has its price. The couple chose silence for months, protecting their fragile love from the relentless storm of gossip columns. They walked the fine line between privacy and passion, building something genuine away from the noise. But Cannes, grand, golden Cannes, was destined to be the place where secrecy gave way to truth. And what a revelation it was! When they appeared side by side at the festival's honor dinner, whispers turned to applause. Demet's graceful poise, the soft fall of her white silk dress against the backdrop of the Riviera night, and Çağatay's quiet yet undeniable charisma created an image so magnetic that even seasoned photographers paused in admiration. On social media, within minutes, their photos flooded every platform. The couple of the year, fans wrote. Love looks perfect on them. The images, her laughter, his gaze, became the most shared moments of the evening. But beyond the glamour, something deeper resonated. Turkish fans were not just witnessing a romance, they were witnessing a moment of national pride. Two stars who had carried the flag of Turkish cinema into global recognition were now uniting hearts in a story that transcended borders. Some critics and journalists called it symbolic, a merging not just of two hearts but of two international careers. Both Demet Özdemir and Çağatay Ulusoy had long been ambassadors of modern Turkish artistry, working on projects that reached far beyond their homeland. Their love story, unveiled under the banners of Cannes, seemed to signal a new dawn for Turkish presence in world cinema. Industry insiders have already begun to whisper, could this connection lead to a joint film project? Perhaps a cinematic tale born from their real-life chemistry? For many fans, that's the dream, to see the couple who conquered can together share the screen once again. As the night waned, the cameras dimmed, and the glitter faded, one image remained, Demet and Çağatay walking hand in hand along the moonlit shores of Cannes. The waves whispered around their footsteps, the festival lights shimmered behind them, and for a fleeting moment, it felt as though all of France had paused to watch love in motion. The photograph of that walk became viral within hours, a symbol of pure romance in an age of fleeting fame. Fans flooded comment sections with admiration. True love still exists. They look like a scene from a classic movie. And perhaps the most popular one, Cannes wasn't ready for this kind of magic. What do you, our dear viewers, think about this breathtaking revelation? Do you believe Cannes mark the beginning of a new era for Turkish stars on the international stage? Or was this the perfect fairytale moment that the world needed to see? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Magazine, like this video, and click the join button to become part of our exclusive community, the home of true celebrity storytelling. Your support helps us bring more untold stories, more behind-the-scenes truths, and more unforgettable moments from the world of fame. As the curtain falls on this romantic chapter, one thing is certain, Cannes 2025 will be remembered not only for its films but for the moment when two stars turned fiction into reality. Demet Özdemir and Çağatay Ulusoy didn't just announce a relationship, they reminded the world that love, when it's real, doesn't need a script. From the red carpet to the whispering waves of the Riviera, their story will live on as one of the most enchanting tales in modern celebrity history. Thank you for watching and being part of the Mr. Magazine family. Stay tuned for our next story, where we'll once again lift the veil on the glitz, the secrets, and the passions that define the stars you love. Until next time, keep believing in the magic of love, the mystery of cinema, and the sparkle of truth. This is Mr. Magazine, where every story shines brighter.